Hello, my name is Michael Burton. The purpose of my speech today is to persuade you to not be in favor of lowering the drinking age. According to alcoholismguide.org, one-third of all suicides, one-half of all murders, and one-half of all domestic violence cases, and one-quarter of all emergency visits are alcohol-related. Also, according to alcoholismguide.org, teen alcohol abuse statistics reveal that the earlier someone starts to drink, the more problems they will have, such as behavioral problems, poor academic performance, and when they become adults, they are more likely to become in crime and violence. A person who drinks before the age of 15 is 4 times more likely to become addicted to drinking than someone who did not. Alcohol is the drug of choice amongst American adolescents. It is used more by young people than tobacco and illicit drugs. Today, I will first give the history of legal drinking, and specifically in New Jersey. Secondly, I will explain why the drinking age should be lowered from 21 years old. And finally, I will persuade you as to why the drinking age should not be lowered from 21 years old. After Prohibition, nearly all states made the legal drinking age 21 years old. Between 1970 and 1975, 29 states lowered the drinking age to either 18, 19, or 20. These changes occurred because when the age for other activities such as voting were being lowered, states felt like the drinking age should be lowered as well. After the age for drinking alcohol was lowered, scientists began to do intense research. Several studies in the 1970s found that motor vehicle crashes increased significantly among teenagers when the drinking age was lowered. With evidence that a lower drinking age resulted in traffic injuries among youth, 16 states between September 1976 and January 1983 restored the drinking age back to 21 years old. Now specifically, I will explain the history of New Jersey's legal drinking age. After Prohibition, the drinking age was 21 years old. Then, in 1973, it was lowered to 18 years old. 7 years later, in 1980, it was raised to 19 years old. Finally, in 1984, it was raised to 21 years old and is still currently 21 years old. Now that I've discussed the history of legal drinking, I will now explain why the drinking age should be lowered from 21 years old. The age of adulthood in the United States is 18 years old. Adults have the right to make their own decisions. Turning 18 years old comes with responsibility and legal rights, such as voting, serving on juries, signing contracts, as well as joining the military. So why shouldn't alcohol become part of that group? Lowering the drinking age from 21 years old would make alcohol less of a taboo for adults newly entering college and the workforce. Take away the thrill that many young people get from breaking the law and make alcohol consumption a more normalized activity in moderation. Lowering the drinking age from 21 years old would be good for the economy. More people would legally be able to drink at bars and restaurants. Therefore, revenue would increase for private business owners, and greater amounts of tax revenue would be collected by the government. Lowering the drinking age from 21 years old would reduce the number of people who are hurt due to alcohol-related injuries. This is due for the fear of legal consequences if they were to sought out medical attention. Now that we learned about why the drinking age should be lowered from 21, I will now explain why the drinking age should not be lowered from 21 years old. Lowering the drinking age from 21 years old would be medically irresponsible. The brain's frontal lobes, which is essential for functions such as emotional regulation, planning, and organization, can continue to develop through adolescenthood. Alcohol can interfere with that development, potentially causing chronic problems and greater vulnerability to addiction, dangerous risk-taking behavior, memory loss, depression, and suicide. The NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, estimated that the legal drinking age of 21 years old decreased the number of fatal traffic accidents from 18 to 20-year-olds and saved approximately 27,000 lives from 1975 to 2008. According to the NIH, National Institutes of Health, approximately 5,000 people under the age of 21 die from causes related to underage drinking. These deaths include about 1,600 homicides and 300 suicides. Lowering the drinking age from 21 would give high schoolers and middle schoolers an easier access to alcohol. Surveys show that the most common source of alcohol among 18 to 20-year-olds is their 21 to 24-year-old peers. The Regional Prevention Center found that keeping the drinking age at 21 years old is responsible for a 19% net decrease in fatal crashes involving young drivers, and is currently responsible for saving approximately 1,000 lives per year. Today I discussed the history of legal drinking, and specifically the legal drinking in New Jersey. Second, I explained why the drinking age should be lowered from 21 years old. Finally, I discussed why the drinking age should not be lowered from 21 years old. It is essential that we have a legal drinking age, but anything lower than 21 years old does not benefit towards saving people's lives. I hope you are now aware and how important it is to have a drinking age at 21 years old. Thank you.